Therapy is not the place to laugh about your punishment kink, apparently. We come to the conclusion that maybe I use sex as a way to punish myself, to which I replied, "That's hot." I laughed. She did not. I laugh when I'm uncomfortable, which I guess would be most of the time, but sex never really seems to make me uncomfortable. Maybe it's the fact that I like the upper hand and I see most men as beneath me, so I will goad them as I am beneath them, which makes them say things that are funny. And I try not to laugh because I cannot laugh. It will make them sad. But how can I not when they say things that are just so funny? I laugh. They do not. I don't understand the seriousness of the situation. It's DEFCON 5 in his room and I am not taking it seriously enough. I say, lighten up for the love of God. He does not text me back. My best friend lost her virginity at 13. I say, "Did you come?" She says, "I wouldn't even know what that feels like if I did." She doesn't masturbate. Whenever she's tried, she said that it felt dirty, wrong, should be somebody else. I laughed. She did not. She had sex with every one of her boyfriends after that. She said it like it was no big deal, so I assumed that sex was no big deal until my mom found out, and I found out that it was a very big deal. Your body is a temple, and no one should be allowed to enter unless they love your body. But she hates my body, so I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to expect a total stranger to... I laughed. She did not. My sister asked me how I'm so good at giving relationship advice when I've never been in one. I say, I honestly don't know. In high school, the closest thing I got to true intimacy was the immense amount of Merlin fan fiction that I read, which to me was the epitome of romance. It also made me think that pre-cum was going to be a much bigger deal than it ended up being, but I digress. Maybe I'm not meant to be in a relationship, I say. It looks like it hurts. She laughs. I do not. I was seeing this person, I'll call him Blue. I saw Blue, we had sex, and normally I don't let anybody sleep in my bed. He was the first. And I laughed when things went wrong, and when he kissed me, and when I saw his body for the first time, and he laughed with me. It tasted like strawberries in my mouth. He eventually stopped coming over. To be fair, he had just gotten out of a long relationship a whole year ago, so still wasn't over that. He said that he was afraid of intimacy, or maybe it was just intimacy with me. He was so messed up about it to the point that, well, he was having sex with me, he was thinking about having sex with his ex-girlfriend, his dick went soft halfway through, and I'm not one to judge, but that really was a blow to my confidence. I don't think that I have forgiven myself yet. He made me call him daddy, and he left bruises on my body, and honestly that hurt less than when he stopped returning my texts. I write all these poems about people that I've had sex with, and also people that I wish that I had sex with, which is a lot of people. And I find these intimate moments in places where they're totally lacking. Honestly, I feel more intimacy when the hairdresser gives me a trim. I'm not hungry for sex. My bones feel old, and I'm only 21. I'm heavy in a metaphorical sense. I'm hungry for a home-cooked meal made by somebody else. I'm hungry for warmth and my grandma's chicken soup. I'm hungry for my friends leaning their heads on my shoulder, because these are things that make me feel young. Sex is so serious. God, just ghost me before I have to ghost you. We both know this isn't working. I am a proverbial dumpster to lay waste to without eye contact. Ugh, that was a lot. Therapy is not the place to laugh about your punishment kink, apparently, even if it's your own. And sex is not the place to laugh about someone saying that they will pound you into submission, even if it makes you think about WWE announcers or Hulk Hogan's walk-on music. And your best friend losing her virginity to a guy named Barry is not the place to laugh, even if you want to, for obvious reasons. Because sex is serious business. There is nothing light or playful in it. That will come later, I hope.